because nze ndi mukazi mukulu nga naawe nga bwogamba you have a family tontiisatiisa mukwano tokiddanga namu kyewasembezaayo kyewandisooseeko owulire kyewasembezaayo simanyi lwaki obusiru bubakulembera ng'ate mmwe mutuyita abasiru kyewasembezaayo kyewandisoosezza. You don't call me and you intimidate me. Who are you? Who are you? You intimidate me. Me. Yeah, me. Osesa. Olaba inti. Wangamba kijja kugenda ku record. Bakaluba. Kijja kugenda ku record. Inti wasuubiza abannayuganda okunkolako n'otankolako. Njagala onkoleko. Njagala onkoleko. Njagala onkoleko. Njagala onkoleko. I don't even see what I did. What did I do? What did I do? By the way, guys, remind me what did I do? Haji Bakaluba siri kadama. You don't inspire me, so don't intimidate me. And I'm not your child. Don't it is actually illegal and it is abuse to intimidate a person. Tochidangamu no chikole ekyo. Tochidangamu. Tochidangamu. Tugende mama. So hello everybody. Nga mwaweze dda. Muga awo kati mubadde oko mu recording. Thank you. Naye gwe andaba ndiwo kutegeeza mbuno ekiwandiiko yenze eyasooka nenzija waneeno nenkisomera abantu mwali mwebase era ne Haji ne muwa obubaka bwe kamba playingire obubaka bwe kamba playingire obubaka bwe namuddamu nga ampeereza ekiwandiiko because I knew that he's petty. Because I knew that he's a TikToker, era naye amasanyalaze ga Senga Accid agagala. I knew that after sending me ekiwandiiko, he's going to share it because he's an attention seeker. I knew. Then I came here and I narrated people nti munange ewe mutabadde. Kati gwe yali yeebase. Tewawulira. Nenga nali waneeno ku live ye bannange enamba yeriwa. I did not even save his number. Let me save my darling's number. Kubanga nja kwetaaga okupozinga unblockings. Nina okulabako ku status ye. Kutegeeza mbu ekiwandiiko kyo kiba kuntumye nkifunye. Haji assalamu alaikum ndiwo kutegeeza mbu ekiwandiiko kyo kiba kuntumye nkifunye finally nkifunye naye Haji ekiwandiiko kiwanvu nnyo. This is a lot. Naye ate Haji nina ebintu byendabye muneeno nga wampayiriza nga saabikugambako naye ndiwo kutegeeza nti ekiwandiiko kyo nkifunye. Neetaagamu obuddo kisoma neetaaga era sinnamaliriza kukisoma kyali kiwanvu n'olw'ensonga eyo bwe kuyisaamu eggaali it is because sinnamalayo. Ebwe Haji osuubira ddi okuneetondera okunkubira essimu ng'abantu bonna bawulira n'ontiisatiisa oba nange nkusindikira ekiwandiiko. What do you suggest? Naye nga ekiwandiiko kyo Haji nakifunye nenda kutwala mu budde nkisome nkyetegereze bulungi. Otherwise ate Haji bwe nabeera nkusuuwinga nenda kusuuwinga okumpayiriza. Otherwise webale nnyo ekiwandiiko kino okukimpandiikira naye badde nkusaba naawe weerowoozeemu nga buno receiving ekyange ekyokunkubira n'ontiisatiisa ng'ogenda kuntuusaako obulabe. Mu kiwandiiko kyo nalabyemu nga ogamba mbu nze nagamba mbu otiisatiisa abantu n'obateeka mu fear. It's what you did to me, Haji Bakaluba.
Yes.
You called me when a thousand people were watching, and you intimidated me.
Yes.
To instill fear in me. Haji, ekintu tekyali kirungi.
Guys, temwaliko. The nigga called me and intimidated me. When it made the news, finally, bagenda muta finally, and there were different videos people made. Hajinga wagendo kunzita, onzita ngani gwe. Yakuta bali be mukaya nira amataka.
Haji temwagala abantu bagamba ko naye Haji yenze wuwoka nkubulirire tukubiranga omuntu n'omutiisatiisa naddala abantu abalina abalabi. Nzo kukeera wano Haji nga nafudde. Nebagamba mbu wantu gumbudde. Nkula nze I'm advising you call me an enemy. Ekirala Haji wansindikira abantu.
Yes.
Wansindikira abantu okunvuma, okumpaayiriza, okunkolako character assassination. Haji kyenkola bannange saagala bakinkole Haji ebyo ebintu byo crying more. Haji, that is not okay. Haji, that is not okay. I actually hope you know that you calling me and intimidating me is a crime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And asking for my number publicly. Nina wanena abana. Era abantu bali bangamba nina video nga abantu bagamba ebulayo okutta omuntu. It is simple. What if a person comes on my door and shoots down my children? Onobazala. Olina gwe entobo gwe ezala abana abafaanagana abange. Obalina mulabi era nze nkimanya gweka Ibra ke mukasa tapinga live nkulabyeko awo. Ibra ke mukasa tapinga live olina mu ba top viewers tapinga live. You are one of my haters. Gwe Ibra ke tapinga. You are one of my haters. Tonjagala oba nakukola ki? Munajja maawe ne nkukolako olugambo naye ate Ibra ebigambo bye nakwogerako byali bituufu nonyiigira era bwe wankubira ng'okaaba amaziga amangi ne nkugamba sole naye maama ate n'obibuzaabuza mbu ate nze mbu I don't like you because of zawedde me. Yeah, nenga Ibra, how are you? Tapping live. Tugende maso. Guys, I am going to talk about the mentorship camp or the mentorship program of Sam of watching Gayo Yogwembera Mogerako Namba Sam anyway of GK aka Godfrey Kutesa. Ibra tapping live. Tapping live. I give you a recap of Ibra's story. No, I don't want to. I don't want Ibra simulinako anything, but he's a petty guy. He's so petty. Alino busungu akola ampalanirako akola okuwala na pako okufiirawo ebyo ebyekisiru ebyo. Nengamba nzo yo sirina buddewe. Namulaba by the way Ibra katika kudemu waliwo omukyala yakola post. Waliwo omukyala yakola post. Mukyala oyo bwe yakola post ebintu ebyo byava wa embizi y'omunsiko. Mukyala oyo nakola post responding to ebyali bivudde ew'embizi y'omunsiko. Mbu yo obufumbo bwe abulimu mbu tali happy mbu because I didn't say that mbu tali happy mbu aliyo obambulwa mortgage nye whatever. Mukyalo oyo nakola posting ayomba. Of course oyo yesijja kumwanukula. Naye I saw Ibra's comment. Ibranga ogamba mbu the person was asking, do you even know what mortgage is? Ibra nodam. I don't know what mortgage is. First of all, I'm a single mother. Secondly, I have kids from different men. Ndi ku sente ya kamwanyi itisi. Ibra wali olidde ku kamwanyi ka government. Ibra wazaala mu bakazi ab'enjawulo. Bw'omanyi ne bw'otamanyi. Ibra, you don't know mortgage either. Olidde? Ibra, Ibra, pick your fucking battles. Ezitakukwata kusooka ozireke. Me, as long as you join my enemy, when I'm fighting with that person, or even if I'm not fighting with them, but I see that you're being or you're otaddeko amaanyi go naawe kumpalana, you cease to make sense to me. Did you cease to make sense to me? The fact that the person is recruiting other people, it means I namulemerera nze yenga ye kakati gwe. You come and you inherit empalana ez'emyaka 10 z'otamanyi nako. No, my dear friend. No, my dear friend. You are not innocent either. Mbalaba nnyo mugamba amabuli ibi. Brake, you were a bully. You were a bully. Before life bullied you, you were a bully. Wayimiriranga ku TV and you degrade people. How different are you? And you lumu wayimirira novuma Lydia Jasmine nomuwebula bwot and the whole world. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that was your last thing on TV, because everybody was like, how could you? Nengo otunulira omuntu awebula omukazi nonyenya n'omutwe na kulaba mweyo comment yo. I have it nga ogamba omuntu is a single mother ate nekirala Ibranga ocyanoonya olupapula weesonyiwa entalo ezimu okujja n'ovuma abantu abali kamwanyi. By the way, Ibrake n'Abannayuganda abalala mwenna abantu abakamwanyi bakateerawo bantu kalya. Yakamwanyi bakateerawo bantu kalya. Naye nga ate naawe Ibrake wali olidde kamwanyi. Wali olidde ku kamwanyi gwe ne mukyalawo ne famire yo. Wali olidde ku kamwanyi. Ekyokubiri, I don't think you have a mortgage yet, so don't talk about mortgages. I had you say omuntu. I'm assuming, by the way, I'm assuming you were responding to me because that person has been fighting with me for the longest years. So nenda kukwanukula nti your comment was meant for me. Akagato. I'm lacing it up. If I'm a single mother with kids from different men, ndiwo kutegeeza bino ebigambo. 1. Ibrake olina abaana abawera 10 n'abo or plus in different women. Actually, I am far much better than you. Because nze munnange nina abasatu, gw'olina bangi. Era naawe abaana bo Katonda bw'ali kuwa chance n'obaleeta wano, they are going to be a burden to the taxpayer. Kyokubiri wali olidde kamwanyi. I had you talk about a nyumba ya government. I kid you not. You really want a nyumba ya government, but guess what? They cannot give it to you. You don't want to drag that other person. If their time ever comes, okubanukula, I will. But like I said, I am not responding to them. Bonga bo. They know why I'm not responding to them. Bananga abantu abandaba entalo ezitali zammwe naddala between abalabe ba Senga Accid ne Senga Accid mugira muzeesonyiwa. Because if I personally knew a person, if I'm fighting with them, I have 1,000 reasons to. Unless I did not know a person personally. But if I have been friends with a person, if I knew that person, if I've ever been good to that person, isibeera mulalu mbeera n'ensonga. Yakasembayo, I had you say nyumba ya government, I had you say about mortgage. Bitch, do you know about mortgage? Do you know? Ibra, do you know about mortgage? I don't want to talk about issue. of that person and their mortgage issues because it's none of my fucking business. Are you coming back to Uganda anytime? If you want to buy me a ticket, I can gladly come. He doesn't, of course, even qualify. Oh yeah, ina gaziboyo. So Ibra, sorry, nkulabye nga oyitawo just obadde kigula luja Uganda. Hello, how are you? Welcome to our live today. Welcome to our live today. Video je ntaddeyo mujirabye waliwo omuntu angambye, did you talk to Joshua? I did not talk to Joshua. Actually, Joshua came to my inbox very angry that I posted a video. Well, that I talked, not that I talked about whatever, no, but that I posted a picture that was having his sister, Ngat Si Musanyufu. He was quite rude. But I understand. He's a kid, and two, maybe the pressure is too much on him. But then also, his family reached out to me that for the safety of other family members, especially abaana ddala omwana yalimu omwana owobuwala. Those I got other pictures, but I mean abaana abamu, they are still in school, and given the fact that his story is on media, like the stigma and everything, so I restricted that video for the sake of the innocent people that are in there. Okay, his mom inboxed me, his sisters inboxed me, and I respectfully restricted that video. But I'm still chasing his case. Guys, I'm not appointed by anybody. This is not even about Joshua now. It's not. Restricted to followers. No, I restricted it to only me. Yeah. Who knows? I might need it maybe tomorrow. So I did not delete it. I restricted it to only me. Yeah. Privacy settings to only me. Now, today I came back with Kutesa Godfrey, GK, as a subject. And I want everyone to understand me. I did not say that Godfrey abused Joshua. No, Godfrey did not abuse Joshua. But the mentorship program, the boys' mentorship program, is the program where Joshua was abused from. In short, the counselors in Kutesa's mentorship camp abused that boy. Like I said, this conversation ceases to be about Joshua. It's now about abana Uganda, omwana wa Uganda. How did JK mentorship camp come to life? Edda, so many years ago. This started off as single mothers having difficulties with their teenagers, and they wanted a person to talk to these boys as a male figure. It started off so well. Actually, the people that benefited from that camp were the people that started with Kutesa. But as time went on, the guy on Nakola, that program, it became big and bigger. And he hired people. He hired counselors, etc., etc. It became a camp. It used to be a one-on-one, Natula, with the mothers. I think it was about mothers with what? raising a son, mothers raising sons, mothers, something like that. Now, time came, group Negeja. I mean, one of Uganda's problems is single motherhood. I don't know if even society recognizes that one of Uganda's biggest problems is single motherhood. It's an increasing cancer that is eating up society in Uganda. So it became bigger. This guy opens up a camp. Like I said, it started off with good intentions. Abana abasokamu, they benefited. But then as time went on, it became worse. It became bigger. This guy employed people. Kutesa, if you're watching me today, I have feedback for you. Every student, every child, more than 90% of children that have gone to your mentorship. But Nange, I don't know where moderators are. I don't want to be distracted by akadama or an idiot that can type Luganda, but in a mentally constipated manner. Please, moderators, mute those people. Godfrey, where did I stop? Guys, where did I stop? I don't want to be distracted by Kadam. Where did I stop before I got rudely interrupted? Feedback. I'm giving you feedback into the dream and the goal of the mentorship program was goals and good. It ceased. I want you to know this is feedback because I have spoken to people, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. They've come to me. With this story, you don't know what is in our inbox. I have youth. I have kids that say, I would rather die than go back to the mentorship camp. Because those children come back with PTSD. This is feedback for you. Those children come back with PTSD. Whoever does not know what PTSD, it is post-traumatic, like the torture, the mental torture. And like I said, Joshua's abuser is a counselor in your foundation, in your camp, in your mentorship program. I said, we want you to hand us that guy. Don't just fire him and keep quiet. Please make sure you report him to the authorities because we need that is you taking accountability. Because parents trust you, not the counselors. The parents trust you with their children. The parents, in a desperate bid to restore their children, they trust them with you. Those children come out worse than how they entered there. It is actually sad. It is actually sad. Those children come out worse. You might not know this. I don't know. That is why I gave you a benefit of a doubt. And I said, if you did not know, now you know, please give us that abuser. Please find out. And if you knew and you kept quiet, then you are an abuser yourself. But if you did not know, now you know. And the reason why you don't know, Mr. Kutesa, the reason why you do not know is because you are high and mighty. You're up there. because you lost the dream for the foundation, for the program. You don't want to be held accountable. A month back, you were in Luzira because you physically assaulted a child. You beat that kid to pulp and you ended up in police cells. And when people came out to talk about it, you were busy insulting people left, right, and center. If boys are being abused and you don't know, it is because you are not approachable. This is feedback for you. Because I have been told you are not approachable. None of those boys can approach you because you act high and mighty. So because you act high and mighty, no victim can come to you. No victim can come to you. No victim can come to you because they are terrified by your presence. And because of that, that is also actually abuse. I don't know if you know that. That is also abuse. And when a leader is an abuser, hello? Jendi mkwano ngambadde ndi ku live. Okay, I'll call you back. Thank you. Kale. When an institution is headed by an abuser, the workers cannot do better because they know that abuse is excused. But Mr. Kutesa, and if these boys are abused and you have no idea, then what are you doing? You should know. Why are they being abused and you have no idea? Do you have an idea? And if you have an idea, what have you done? As parents, we need you to come out and speak about this. You say, I'm not going to Chimanyo Oyomba, and you fight. I know you, but I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to do that. But I want you to know that boys are being abused, not only sexually. No, they are being abused physically. They are being abused mentally. Physically and mentally. And your mentorship program, please, that is not mentorship. That is not mentorship. When you take a kid to a camp and they get sexually assaulted there and they get physically assaulted there, that is not mentorship. You need to sit back and revise what mentorship means. Mentorship means living as the other person. But abana ababaddeyo, they have come out worse than how they entered. Please note, when these children come in the camp, they come in as problematic children. By the way, any person questioning why I'm talking about this, I am by profession an assaulted women and children's counselor and advocate by profession. That is why any issue that concerns a woman, I don't sit back. That is why an issue concerning a child, I do not sit back. And I am a qualified abused women and children counselor and advocate. That's why I'm calling upon all advocates for children and youth. Hitting a child until they are numb is not mentorship. It's not. No. And parents that are doing this, they don't know. I can understand a lot of them are single moms. They don't have a male figure to raise their sons with. So when there is something that says, oh, this is a mentorship program, we do this and this and this for boys, and then the parents look at you, you're a person of high moral standing in public, they say, yeah, my son will get, no. When those kids are coming out there and you're beating them to pulp, they're being mistreated. That's a torture program, not a mentorship program. That's a boys' torture program. You know? So, Mr. Kutesa, we want you for the first time to allow to be held accountable. And I want every Ugandan to quote me very well. Mr. Kutesa did not abuse Joshua, but Joshua was abused under his mentorship program. In short, Joshua was abused by Kutesa's worker. No Songeyo as parents, because this is not about Joshua, guys. No. If this is still going on, there are boys in there. If this counselor is still there, and there is no way a counselor is doing that and other counselors have no clue. Guys, it's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. They know. Naye abaana baffe bakyagendayo. Inze me myself kambalage nina mikwano jange. This week alone, I recommended 3 people before I even feel so guilty. I recommended people this week alone. Let me show you just one. Just today morning, I was telling a friend of mine to exclude. Wait a minute. Wait. Today. Let me show you. Just today. Cancel him as an option. That is today. Sweet, how are you? Good morning. Cancel him as an option. Who? Here. There you go. Because I had recommended this person to my friend. I had recommended this person to my friend about his mentorship. You know, here. 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 And just today I came out and I was telling that friend of mine, please cancel this person as an option, because I had given her different options. You know? Now I want people to know that these boys go to this camp. Nga abazadde bali desperate, nga balemereddwa. Gwomuntu andaba. Atanna weebuuka na mwana. Is it called kuweebuuka, not kuweebuuka? Struggling. I don't know how they call it in Luganda. Gwomuntu andaba. I don't know how the correct word to use. Yes, that is the word. Ngatonarebuuka na mwana. Bantu banga abaana batusuza tutunula. Ekinyambyeko nze abange bawala. So if I had a son, I wouldn't know how to deal. I am dealing with my daughters because I am a woman. And I know I can know. But if I had a son, I wouldn't know what to do. Bantumwe, that is why I say that I don't want to judge no parent. Bantumwe nga tonalebuuka na mwana teweeyibala. Bananga abaana okaaba amaziga bw'otyo olw'omwana gw'ozadde ng'ate omwagala. N'onoonya ekyokukolera omwana nekikubula. Nekikubula. Naye ng'omwana wuwo nga n'omukubo omukubi okooye. Ng'okooye n'ogamba nkole ki? If you're married and you're married, you have a husband, you know it can, you can say, oh, why you're working together. These things are affecting single mothers omukyala nga tamanyi kyakukolera mwana. The father is not in the picture. Akuzizza omwana tamanyi. N'ogamba omwana mukolere ki? Kati
Senga genda maaso.
Wanji?
Genda maaso kanzije wano nyina.
Okay. Kati abaana bano, by the time the parents decide to take banabana mentorship camp, they are desperate because they want a better life for their children. Bantu mwabanda bomwano omuwala tayononeka. Ekyo nkibagambe okujjako nga anywedde ebiragalalagala. Omwana omuwala tasala. Kubanga the last thing omwana omuwala kyagenda okufuna lubuto. That is not the worst that can happen to any person. Some of us had kids nga tukyali bato. We are here, we are standing, we are functioning. You know, we are useful, we are important. Naye omwana omulenzi nga yakusaze. Omwana omulenzi, omwana omuwala afuna olubuto n'agenda ewa bbaawe. Omwana omulenzi afunisa abaana embuto nga babaleeta wuwo. Nanti babeera ayinza bafundisa mu ba age-mates be ne bagamba omwana mutwale wa kitaawe ne baleetaawo. Omwana omulenzi atandika ebiragalalagala. Kasita atandika ebiragalalagala batandika okubba. Bayingira ebikoosi ebyokubba ebyokutemula abantu. Omwana omulenzi nga yayononesa abeera beyond repair. It is actually very easy to rehabilitate a girl child than a boy. Kati abazadde okukwata abaana ne babatwala mentorship camp, they are desperately looking for a way of making their sons to be better people tomorrow. You know? They are trying to make their children better people. Nze nakwata wano omwana wange nga ndeekanye n'omwana nga nkoye. Omwana nga my kid is a good kid, don't get me wrong. Tanziramu like she's an easy kid. Naye nga yomanya abaana ab'ebulaaya. Omwana asituka tayaze buliri. Nomugamba tayira lwaki toyaze buliri. N'okiddamu olwaleero, n'okiddamu luli, n'okiddamu luli. N'ogamba bannange oba omwana takyampulira. Ne ngamba owaayi leka nkwate omwana paka wa mu Kisulo Uganda. Namuyisaawo paka Nabisunsa. She came back worse. I don't know if I told you. She came back worse. Yali ye Nabisunsa nga tebamugambako ava Bulaaya. Ava Bulaaya nga tebamugambako. Tebamugambako ava Bulaaya akubira n'agamba I want to talk to my mom oba ku ssaawa 7 ne bankubira maawe ebyo. Nemba kubira nemba gamba temuddamu mu wasimu. Owulire? She came back worse. Era kyeba mukolera yakomawo nga munene bwati ng'alya apeta nga yenna buli kasi ate Uganda it even became worse. My family members akwata bwati esimu hala amoti nga asitukirawo halo anti peshi nga asitukirawo halo uncle Brian na asitukirawo bonna nga basiiba ku ssomero nga basiibeeyo bwe babaga if it becomes too much ne babagana bagenda buli lunaku bamutwalidde ebyokulya biti bamutwalidde grab bamutwalidde nido bamutwalidde manya cornflakes. Omwana yakwamawo nga ali wasi Tyra yakwamawo nga munene bwati nga yenna mukulu sirikiddira nakwata Ami ne mutwala Uganda. By the way, I told you I'm so proud of that school when natwala Ami. The purpose of taking her, I achieved it. I could see the results in her. Yali asoma, namubuza anything wrong with the school? Nangamba mami nedda naye. They are very tough. Namugamba what do they do? Nagamba mami, we wake up at was it 5? And then jukira wano Ami basi emuchima ku ssaawa 2:05. Ami azuukuka mu buliri ku ssaawa emu n'eddakiika 5. N'ayingira ekinabiro mangu neyira amazzi nasanya amazzi nemala inform bw'ati. Kati eri yali azuukuka ku ssaawa 10 n'egyo nga yeeyoleza ebyo. You know, naye my whole point is inti abazadde bano batwala abaana baabwe because they want them to be better. Kakati abaana abajjudde mu kampu ya Samwera gw'omuzadde andaba. Gw'omuzadde andaba omwana wo omulenzi n'omuwala tukwata abaana nga ate ab'ebulaya nanti munnange tebabagambako tebabakuba tebakola batya n'omusindika e Kampala. All customers abakuteesa abasinga bava Bulaya. Omwana akulemeredde akuddamu akomawo wakaleeti ayingidde ebikoosi ng'ogamba leka musindike wakuteesa. Kuteesa agenda kukomezaawo omwana wo ng'ali beyond repair. Ate abazadde abazaayo abaana e Uganda, I don't even understand because at the end of the day, those children are being, when you send them back, they are being made for a Ugandan society, not a Bulaya society. Not Bulaya society. Because when they go there, all they see is abuse. Because it is actually abuse. It is abuse. And they come back here with PTSD. I took Tyra to Uganda for a year. When she came back, I did not achieve what I wanted, but guess what? Tyra was meant to graduate this June. She could not graduate this June. Reason? Because she has some credits that she has to do because she spent a whole year in Uganda in a fucked up education system. So when she comes back here, she's missing those credits. When they asked for her report, Uganda, nga mulimu manya Swahili, nga mulimu ebintu ebyekisiru. So the teachers were like, let her do. She was like, Mommy, let me do night school. And I'm like, no, take it easy on yourself. If you don't graduate this June, you'll graduate next June. There is no pressure. She was like, Mommy, I want to graduate with my friends. And I'm like, you will graduate. You don't have to put yourself under pressure. Because I know kufunezochi, kati inze bambi, as a single mother, desperately wanted a better hane musindikawa Uganda kusomero. Yagenda okudda, yakomawo nga asomye oluki bibirategerekeka. Political education nga bamusomeseza amini, bamusomeseza musolini, tebabisoma wanene. Now, back to the main point. So when the parents are desperate to make their kids better people, Baba Sindika in that camp. So every torture and trauma that happens in those camps, the children bear that burden alone. Ask me why. Because by the time they take them there, they are problematic children. So the parents are gonna think, balimba. Teacher yang nkubye, bajja kulowooza omwana alimba. Ajagamba, but you know, I have trauma, bajja kugamba alina ekyejo. That is what you need. Eh? You need hard teaching. So even if a child tells you wano, kati oyo mwana, Joshua, jukira bali bamugobye mu masomero agawera. Ate nga already balabanga alimba. I don't even blame the parents. It is what it is. Kati omwana agenda okunyonyola nti mami eyo saagala yo. Gobera olaba he's running away from the hard care he's getting. You don't look at it as abuse. You don't look at it as abuse, but there is a lot of abuse over there. The fact that if Kutesa says he was not aware, then that is a big problem. How can you not know? If you are a mentor, how can you know? I'll give you an example. My daughter, when ababana abenda bisunsa baba never mentors, baba twala yo. Each one of them has a mentor. My daughter's mentor was the head mistress, Hajati Zulaika. I'm told, I don't know. I think as of last year or this year, I don't know. I don't know. Hajati Zulaika, Iranga ye mentor. Iranga wabagamba, I want to see my mentor. There is not that my daughter ever told me that her mentor tortured her. Eranga waba nebizibu ebimunyiga. Owulira nga waba nebizibu ebimunyiga nga agenda ewa mentor we. You know why? Because her mentor was approachable. Tell me a reason why you're a mentor and an abused child cannot trust you. That means you're failing at your job. Guys, am I communicating? That means you're failing at your job as a mentor. The child has to look up to you. You must be approachable. If you were not aware that this abuse was taking place, then you have failed as a mentor. If you knew and you kept quiet still, you have failed. So, Mr. Kutesa, there is a problem. I know. You must be here watching me. If not, I know this is gonna come and reach you. Like I said, you started off with a beautiful dream. It's not a dream anymore. It's a horror. It's a drill. It's a drill now. The dream is a shattered dream. Those boys come out worse than how they entered. The stories in that camp, they are untold. Please note, there is something I want to address. Someone approached me after I put out that video and they said, Senga Accid, I don't think that Kutesa knew about this abuse because Kutesa is one of the most homophobic people. Even the students that have been there, they say Kutesa is very, very, extremely homophobic. And he said, there is no way. And the person that approached me said, there is no way he knew and he kept quiet. Now, I want to address this. I don't mean to point fingers, but 80%, more than 80% of homophobic people, they are gay people in the closet. So they become so homophobic that nobody will point a finger. Okay? I'm telling you. Because I'll say this point blank. If you are not a gay man, you don't even give that attention. Like, what? He's gay? Okay, whatever. I'm not gay. I don't care. I don't give a damn. You know? But when you're a closeted gay person, you pay attention. And I want people to listen to me today. Sexual orientation is a big problem we are having in society today. Whether you want to address it or not, it's a big problem. Gay people are out there in society, young and old, and the elderly even. Abato n'abakulu. You cannot start torturing a person because they are identifying as gay. You cannot do that. Nope. You are not solving the problem. You are not. If you are talking I want to first give this asshole a block. She will come back in a different account. Thank you. You know? Even if a boy was gay, how do you take a gay boy to a mentorship camp to a person that is not gay? Kambuzi. How would you even start having conversations about that? Inti abalis. I don't know. I actually don't even get it. I don't. Because I'm sorry, I'll say this. I'll say this. It will take 1,000 years to uproot embeera za LGBTQ out of Joshua. It will take 1,000 years, because even when he was carrying out that interview, I saw all of you, your eyes were judging. You wanted to say something about his...
Thank you.
You know? So I want parents in Zenganzi. I am tasking that guy, Kutesa, to address this. Because by the time Joshua came out, okay, guys, Joshua came out and talked. Has Kutesa made any post about Joshua? Answer me, I'm following about Twitter. Has he? Has he come out to talk about it? Nope. Isn't he aware that Joshua was actually in his mentorship camp? Wanji? Wasn't he aware that Joshua was in his mentorship camp? He's aware. What did he say about it all? Because that is the only membership camp omwana jabaddemu. Really, as parents watching me today, if Joshua was in the same mentorship camp, is your child safe? And like I told people, this is not about Joshua no more. No, this is not about Joshua anymore. This is not about Joshua anymore. This is about children of Uganda. And this is not happening only. This is not only about Bisiyaga. This is not only about that mentorship camp. Ladies and gentlemen, people are having sex with their children. Men are having sex with their sons in Uganda. Men are having sex with their stepsons. Men are abusing their stepsons.
Yeah.
This is not only about the mentorship camps, guys. Waliwo mwana yaze mu inbox. I even want to break down and I cry when I'm talking about this. I'm telling you. Omwana yaze nangamba Senga. After embozi ya Joshua nakulabe ng'ojogerako. Nangamba, I come to you with a heavy heart. Nangamba tugambireko abazadde ba single mother. Abava mu maka g'abataata baffe and they remarry elsewhere. Bagambe basajja baabwe batwebakako. I swear I felt so sad. Let me show you. Omwana nagamba, tell our mother mothers out there. We cannot confront them. We cannot tell them, but their husbands are sleeping with us. When we
Auntie
tell them, they
Senga.
don't listen to us. They think we are problematic children. We don't like their boyfriends, but their men are abusing us. Let me show you.
Auntie Senga, mama wonga chosen Becky oba olina okubonaabona. Abazadde nga chosen Becky tasobola kubirivingira mwana, abirivingira musajja.
Wait.
Ate Senga nekira njalo okuloopera Senga nzaali e Uganda. Senga ekisiyaga kisusse Uganda bannange government mubeeko kye mukolawo bannange ekisiyaga kitabuse bannange ekisiyaga luwotunula bannange Senga Accid Minister of Gender must intervene mu zino ensonga bannange ekisiyaga kitabuse bannange buli wotunula buli wodde Kampala buli kakona buli kabaala Senga Accid abaana balinga balina ba sponsor bannange abaana batabuse abaana maaso gali mu ngalo abaana bonna
that gondi mwana yangambye nempulira ennaku. Wait, let me.
Senga nkugambye Senga wetaaga ofuga eggwanga lino at least week bannange Senga eggwanga liweddewo tewakyali straight Senga no Kampala onoonya omuntu straight n'akubula bannange bawalasi balenzi si baki bannange bakazi bafumbo bannange abakazi buli bantu batabuse bannange Senga simanyi eggwanga lino waje liraga temulaba nti ki bannange nvumulira omuzego by'ekisiyaganisa fumulira enna mu Kampala.
Omwana yagambye nempulira ennaku.
Bannange Minister Balamu okola ki bannange ekisiyaga.
Omukyala yazze n'angamba Senga. Ulira hamu. Waliwo omukyala yazze n'angamba Senga ndi mufumbo. Owulira? N'angamba okuva omusajja lwe yampasa omusajja anzina mu kabina.
Ekikigwe?
N'angamba Senga, I'm scared of leaving him because omusajja yangamba if I ever leave and I talk about it ajja kunkuba amasasi. Bawe musirikale. Aga Katonda. Nemubuuza mulina abaana. N'angamba Senga abaana n'abazaala ntyango omusajja anzina mu kabina wallahi billahi.
Eremwe. Kiki ekiri mu bina bannange bina litabuse mu Kampala.
Tubulire.
Kiki.
Tubulire.
Bannange kiki ennyo. Abanayuganda muve mutu nnyonnyole kiki bannange omuzego okuzina omutabukidde amabina. Minister Bala muvaayo obeeko kyokola abaana batenda bakweza myaka 18 obasanga beri ebise bannange Senga nkubuulire nze nzaali ku ground nkugambye ground biralamuko abaana bannange batabuse baweddewo bannange buli mwana
mbalage here
bannange baba modo mujje tulwanyisa omuze guno bannange gususe guli out of control when you say this is serious bannange Senga nabadde mu kyalo obwana bw'abasista bange bonna.
Hello, Senga. I have been compelled to send this message out of grief. So much anger that has brewed in me for so many years. Kindly conceal my profile. But if possible, talk to women who kunova with their children in new marriages. So many of our stepdads. So many of our stepdads. Hey, bannange ate gundi y'omwana njiraze nange nnoba nabaaki. So many of our stepdads have done the worst to their stepchildren and left free. You can kindly voice something about women to stop trusting their children around the new partners. These have broken so many of us that healing might never happen. That healing might never happen. Good day, Senga. Abana bazze banji. Abazadde abandaba bamama batata, we want the best for our children. Please make sure wotutta omwana wo tavaayo nga ali worse. Omwami oyo kuteesa yakuba Joshua. Ekyo omuntu eyakiŋŋambye alina mu kampu eyo yakwata Joshua n'amuteeka omutwe mu magulu n'amukuba beyond recognition. Kambuzemu abantu abandaba. If society has a group of youth nga baba abusing Senga Joshua, I want to applaud that boy for the grace he carried when addressing that. Okay? When he was addressing that and narrating his story, I'm sorry to say, people think that boy is healed. He's not. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. He's not.
Ansabayo ka moment.
Get up.
Naye ate nammwe bannange baabotomu mulimba omusajja kuba ate nakutuusa kweyegundi mukwano sigala mwako obusajja nzolaba Senga Accid n'ekiba kimukwana ak'obukiga tekasobola nakumvaamu mukwano omputulako obutula.
This was a child, not
bamwabusinga muto.
This was batandika kumwabusinga nga ali mu P4
okumukuba ebyo bye bamuteeka mu magulu ne bamukuba. Mbadde mmanyi yali mukulu. Mbadde ntabukusenga ninga babotomu nabo bekola ebintu. Babotomu ne baddawo neefula nnyo omukazi ne bamukuba n'aguma mukwano omusajja bw'akuba naawe mukube ekyobuna mulume kekifi. Omulekeko sayini. Yes. Akimanye nti kino ekifu kyavaako lwakukola ki? Lwakumanyira botomu wange. Mukwano tokkiriza kubeera mada fule sigala mwako obusajja akanaawutula omusajja munne ayagala okumanyira ebyo mbwa abusing amuwa obutwafu aveewo we will understand tujja ku defending. Yes.
Nakinoka nkyogere kuteesa nze nga Senga Accid njogere ebintu abantu ne banvuma okunanaagira kuteesa. If you don't listen to what I'm saying today, ojja kubeera n'omulambo ku kampu eyo. Someone will die in your hands.
Senga kuteesa ona minister kwetumanyi.
Nawe sirika totuza mabega. If you don't know what we are talking about, keep quiet. Naye abazadde abantu abandaba. Gw'omuzadde eyakwata omwana wo n'omusindika ewa Sengaawe nga Sengaawe alinaku ekinnuma ennyo bino ebintu. They are not happening in poor families. These things are happening mu maka amanene agalina ku ssente agategeera. But because of the leadership in our countries, people cannot talk about these things. Because a person has power, because a person works in government, because a person aline mundu, because omuntu akola mu maje, because omuntu mugagga, because omuntu. These things are happening. Program ya kuteesa ekyajinga million 3 that cannot be afforded by a poor person. Imagine paying 3.5 million to have your child get PTSD. Million is that cannot be afforded by a poor person or your tuition. We makerere. That's tuition. So abazadde abandaba. We want better for our children. Banyankole have a saying, Oashwera buza. Oashwera buza. Oashwera ajrach abuza. Naye bantu bange. There is abuse in Kutesa's camp. That mentorship program is not a mentorship program. It's a torture program. Gwengo lino mwana nga yakutama. Ngoyagala omusikalinga obwongo bwe mutwale wa Kutesa.
Senga nzudde kuteesa mutegedde onaakola ku bavubuka ku balenzi bokka. Mama ye. Game over. Kansirike bannange mundekenze.
Ekirala. Realistically speaking, gwe omuzadde andaba. How do you mentor your son in a space of only boys, young and teenagers? How? Your son or your daughter has to be able to live in a community or a society where they know how to deal with themselves and the opposite sex, like different, like you cannot know. A boy is not gonna know how to deal with the ladies if only he knows is dealing with the boys. And if it is that is why Bisiyaga bisinga mu single sex schools. Am I communicating? Am I communicating?
Beyond the communicating. Okuba kunyama.
My daughter, era kambabulire. Again, I like giving examples on my own self. My daughter, omukulu, yangamba, Mommy, I want to go to Notre Dame. It's a single girls school. And I'm like, why? Like, it was weird. Nangamba, Mommy, boys are bullies. Because yali avamu elementary school that is mixed. Nangamba, Mommy, boys are bullies. And I'm like, well, okay, that's what she wanted. Mutwala eraja somera. No, when Mutwala Uganda, she wanted a single girls school. And I did, because already she has dealt with boys, you know? No, in her elementary school. Era pakakati. Tyra agamba, banange mami, girls are toxic. Abela liking ngajang banange mami. There is this girl because liking up nganga banange mami, girls are toxic banange what you. But I'm happy that many experience of a mixed school and a single school. But ye Amira, yangambira wa mami, sagala single girls school. Nemubuza lwachi. Nangamba Tyra yangamba abana bali toxic. Nemugamba okay. Because where she is, it's a mixed, you know, like a mixed. But then also because of her sister's experience. Yagamba era bweyali anonya. Nagamba mami sagala.
Nze team ami. Mixed.
Katika mbuze omuntu andaba. Okwata otyo omwana wo. Omulenzi. Who is that? Teenager, maybe 10, 11, 12, 13, because it's from what are the ages? 10 to 17, 10 to 17. A teenager that is dealing with all these hormones, that is dealing with all these feelings, chances are raised by a single mom, kati aliawo. In a space where they are trying to discover who they are, what life is, you know, the times where a boy is getting wet dreams and shit like that, you're putting them only under fellow boys. What are you fucking expecting? What are you expecting? Because at that age, at the kids of today, balala mukko
baina hormones zibe active ku myaka emito.
Hormones sino obwongo bwabwe.
Bali sharp.
Bw'okwata omwana, I can understand omwana nga that is why abasiyaza abasajja bannakinku bava muki single boys schools. Omuzadde andaba mbadde nkusaba omwana wo muwe experience of both mixed and
yes, alire obo chiri salawo kubera kisiyazi kibere kisiyazi nenga wachiwa options.
Na kino kankigamba abantu abandaba tosobola kukuba mwana n'omujjamu obusiyazi. Tosobola bwabanga musiyazi ne bw'omutta.
Ajja kubirya.
Ne bw'omusalako akasolo. Wakiri ajja kusinkana omulenza mukube kiss.
Yes.
Tulina abaana twali ku ssomero. Tulina abaana abakubanga bawala bannaabwe engalo. Olwaleero they are happily married women. N'ebisiyaga tebabirinako. Because it's not in them. Alina amatu awulire. I don't want to okukyeyongerezaayo because abantu bagenda gamba promotinga ebisiyaga bannange si promotinga bisiyaga. Nedda. Nayo musajja yenna andaba. Ekisooka mmwe abannayuganda abandaba tonsuubira nze kujja waneeno. Ntandike okuvuma bannange abasiyazi baffe. No. First of all, I live in a country where everyone is free to express their sexuality in any way. Mwagala nze mukatinge out obuntu mungobese ku mulimu tekijja kusoboka.
Senga nyina kenjalo yisaawo kalutu cause kensuubira nze nga nze senga abannayuganda balina this mentality nti only girl child yabeera abused. Tebakimanyi nti omwana w'obulenzi n'ennaku zino actually guno omulembe gwe tulimu omwana w'obulenzi yali ku high risk ey'okubeera abused naddala sexual abuse. Mwabazadde mukitegeere.
Abuse is not only sexual. Abazadde mwenna abandaba. Your son might not have been touched, but your son is abused. Your son has a stone cold heart. Mukwowu. And abuse has to be looked at a broader perspective. I will still talk about Henry Mwanje. I can talk about Henry Mwanje until kingdom come. Henry Mwanje yakwata omwana yali omuto ng'alina emyaka 12. Namutwalanga mu bbaala namugulira wiigi n'obukondo kiki kye yali amentalinga omwana okubeera.
Yes, abuse, mental abuse.
Olwaleero. Lwaki muvuma Bianca olwaleero nga an adult is walking on the streets of Kampala. Nenga that adult yakwatanga omwana oyo namuwa lipstick namuwa wigi namwambaza obuleega agende mu bbaala ekiro. Amansule. Why is a Ugandan abusing Bianca when Henry Mwanje is walking freely and still being looked at by Ugandans as a sensible person? How? Muliawo mwana mumubola mumuvuma. That boy was groomed by somebody to be that. Lwasa ya mwambaza empale, Lwasa ya mwambaza empale, n'enkofiira, ne sneakers, amayiminge ennyimba za Baraka Joshua. Why? 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 Abazadde, I get it. Parenting is hard. I get it. I'm a parent myself.
Naye ani azaala Bianca bannange bazadde ba Bianca baafa.
That is not important.
Anti senga munnange twali tubabuuza omwana wamwe yatuuka atya okubeera ne Mwanje like where were you?
Ensonga eyo nenda kwogera n'ebbala buli mwana ali mu kampu ya Kuteesa bamukebera akabina.
Kigwe
bamukebera akabina.
Onda wange.
Bakwata Bianca ataliko wadde abazadde ataliko wadde ki? Ne bamutwala ne bamukebera akabina. We now have a witness. Agamba
bamwabudde.
Bazadde ba Joshua kano kammwe
Ale Joshua mukebera akabina.
Soko sirike. Bazadde ba Joshua kano kamwe. This is not about Joshua. And if abusers are not outed, Joshua's interview ceases to make sense. If abusers are not outed, Joshua's interview ceases to make sense apart from wanting to go viral. Because if he does not want to out, what is the point of talking? Because right now, we are pointing fingers at everybody. I was pointing fingers at everyone. Everyone, until when I went back, I listened to that interview word per word, and I got initials GK and a mentorship program of a 1 GK. After I did that, I still went and did due diligence to different people that know him, that know. And they said, yes, the boy was in that camp. Why are you still protecting the fucking abusers? What's the point of speaking up then? Mama wa Joshua yampandikidde message. Mukyala mulokole. Mu bigambo bye bingi bye yaŋŋambye. Yagambye, this battle is not for the flesh and blood. Mama Joshua, this battle is for the flesh and blood. And unfortunately, you are speaking to omwana wa scan. I cannot understand. When you say this battle is not for the flesh and blood, sorry. It is for the flesh and blood because there is no person with the soul and spirit that is going to rape a minor. Ned. Ne Bible yetugamba, if the hand is causing you to sin, cut it off. We shall cut it off. That is what the Bible says. If your mouth, one of these days, I'm going to cut off my mouth. It's making me to sin. One of these days. If your vagina is making you to sin, if your vagina is making you to sin, please go and stitch it up. Mama wa Joshua, I am sorry. I am not understanding any biblical, not biblical, any evangelical statements you are telling me. And my love, Mommy Joshua, I empathize with you as a parent because I am also a parent. But this is not about Joshua anymore. Gwesabira Katonda abonereza abo abasobya ku mwana wo. Mukwano abasobya ku mwana tubaagala kubanga we are sure bali kutusobeza ku baana baffe. Gwe musabire ekisa kya Mukama.
Tuwulira ddala.
Musabire gwe musabire ekisa. Fete tusobola kumusa. Era mu Abannayuganda mwenna abanda Bahamudale is my friend. Ha mubwalike era nakwata omwana w'omuntu nja mwegaana publicly. Because mbabuulira era nawe hamunga ompulira nja kujja waneeno nkukomerere.
Nkumanyi bulungi. Tebakunyongera.
This battle is not for the flesh. No, this is for the flesh because the penis is a flesh.
Ateri namu omusaayi, so it's for the flesh and blood. Yes.
Yes.
So this battle is for the flesh and the blood.
Yes.
And
this is not about Joshua anymore. Joshua is a whistleblower. Actually, me, I thank him. Tekijja kusoboka.
Nyina n'akantu akala Senga njalo okulisaawo
buli mwana. Actually, we want that camp to be investigated with immediate effect.
Ekikiggwe?
With immediate effect. But guess what? Even when I have talked about this, even when this is out there in the open, tukyalina bana Uganda abagenda okutwala abaana baabwe.
Olemwa bulemwa ensi weekutabulira. Lino eggwanga yadankana. Senga Accid nkulopera real quick. Black Sugar yafunyeyo omuvubuka omusiyazi. Black Sugar ndi wano kuwoninga ntola anti oli straight yakumenya omutima. Omusiyazi yojja mwekuuliramu sinamulago. India bajja kuteekamu obusomyo. Mukwano omusajja gwoliko maada bamuvuunika botomu. Botomu mu community ene waffe tumumanyi. Alinga oyo ne mala bajjako ettaala bagenda amasannyalaze gagenda okudda nga ali biza ali bwati nimoti yali ludda wambala genga baba modo byabagambye nga ali biza ali bwati mukwano totawana teweesembereza. Black Sugar mada jangu tukunyiga ebiwundu naye ennaku zino olugo bakyawanga afunayo akavubuka akasiyazi abasiyazi beevumbidde omuze gw'okukola gw'okuhiiringa wunduzi z'aba straight. Black Sugar oyo muvubuka gwoyina bobanga wamufunye akuwonyewonya akujjanja akunyigenyige ebiwundu mada wadde mukomera.
Black Sugar soka omuleke alina ebizibu bye. She's being confronted by a lot of internet vultures. Zubeda kati mulaba Zubeda buli wana akola ekintu nenkyogerako bajja gamba mbola okuba muwalana. Zubeda bannange si muwalana. Zubeda is my brother lwakuba munnange twayomba naye Zubeda mwana wa sitaani alinga nze naye era mweka mbabuulire inze okustandinga n'abantu abamu nstandinga ne Zubeda lwakuba kati tukyerinako embeera. But I know with the time era nze sisobola kulaba kintu n'ensirika bayirawe mu abantu abali eyo abandaba gwenga olowooza mbunze mpala na Zubeda. Nje nagenda e Uganda muwa akantu.
Okitegeera eki